Wednesdays, baby. St. James.
What's up, man? We're gonna give some news they can use.
News they can use, man. So let's go. We're gonna make this 60-second news you can use. NBA,
young boy, be here next month.
I was talking about Kyrie, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, NBA. You know, real. Come on, man.
Kyrie wants to leave the Bulls or the Cavs.
See,
he's
leaving.
Don't know why. I don't get it. But
he don't want to play with LeBron no more.
I don't get it.
I don't want to play with you no more, dog.
I don't get it.
I need my bag.
I still don't get it.
What you mean? Man, you ain't gonna keep telling me, hey, look, Treez, as soon as they cut this other check, dog.
All right.
Man, we gonna be boxing this. I don't care who you are.
You put it like that.
You gonna pay me. Hey man, we've broke down all the different scenarios. Now you got Dan Gilbert coming out today saying, hey man, you know, our team is still, you know, but I listen to not what they say, but what they didn't say.
Yeah.
And watch what they do. My man said he's been an important part of what we've done. Never once did they use terminology like he's part of where we're going.
Yeah, he's over. So,
now, he's a part of what they got going on now because they need him for a trade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, also in the news, your man Donald Trump every day in the news.
Look, man, it's transgenders.
He ain't letting them in the army, B.
Yeah, but like I told you when we was discussing it, I said there's still a problem with the ones that's already there. So how we gonna do with them?
A Navy SEAL came out today who's transgender. I mean,
let's have a conversation face to face.
This guy just brings the worst out in people. But you know, sorry, I don't know if it'll be the gays next, but we'll see. To be continued.
Hey,
Donald Trump, Meek Mill. In other news, Meek Mill.
Hey man,
put out the hottest album.
He gained the fan. He gained the fan.
Wins and losses.
I was off of him. You know when Drake got him back to back. You know it was over.
Yeah.
Then you know him and Game and whatever. I don't. You know all that stuff. You know.
DC4 was hard to me. You know what I'm saying? And so wins and losses.
It didn't matter. That was during the Nicki breakup. You know.
Yeah.
Team Nicki. You know even though you know what I'm saying. It was, you know, a thing, but you still got to ride with Nicki because I don't care if somebody wrote them bars for her delivery is impeccable. So she wins because she's the top MC to me. You know what I'm saying? One of the top ones. But this wins and losses. Brilliant. The movie, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and he's actually out there like, you know, in the midst of all of what's going on, breaking down these different songs and stuff.
And he like totally kills it on the freestyle with DJ Clue. So that was like an introduction to Meek for those who might not know who he is or just kind of know about the L's he's taking. You know what I'm saying? That boy got bars.
Man.
Bars.
Hey.
Serious.
On another note about Meek or whatever, they got at the Safari.
Yeah. He told him he was going to anyway. So.
Hey, it seemed like that was a little staged, man.
Yeah.
Because the camera was like right on him when he come. You see his facial expression like, I know, what? Yeah. Oh, no. It was a setup for both of them. I don't know what's going on.
His mans was getting beat up and he was still running. So, anyhow.
Hey, plenty of times that's done happen. Hey, man, you got to handle your own beef, man.
Yeah.
When they start whooping you, I'm going to get them up off of you. You know, but I ain't going to start battling for you, boy, and you take off. I ain't your security.
All right, so last part of the news you can use Usher and R. Kelly.
Said my man got luggage and R. Kelly got a harem.
Hey, man, I don't want all these people out here talking about Usher like they ain't running around without it either. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me that.
I don't know, man. I don't know if everybody got that package, man.
Everybody.
We don't even know if he got it or not, but if I'm asking any of my girls, do you have any confessions about you and Usher when we hook up? I just want to know if you tell me you from the hey, ho. There was a song. Didn't they have a song?
Confessions. If you replace the word baby with
No, I'm just talking about the song where they talked about they was messing with the same chick.
Yeah.
Same chick?
Yeah.
Oh
boy.
Hey, man. You remember the Sharon? Yeah. Hey, man, hold on. Hey, don't let me find out, man. We was doing the thing, and you know what I'm saying.
You had the thing.
What? Oh man, hey man, that's full disclosure, man.
All right,
Full
man.
disclosure.
All right, man. Dudes they can use, man. Dudes they can use, man.
Real talk though, you can definitely use it. So you know the news you can use with that. The more of that story, wrap it up, man.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Real
Mouth,
talk, man.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
They got dental dam. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. Yeah. Wrap it up though, man. Safe sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, please.
Don't break your neck. Have safe sex.
So, all right, man. So, our last guest of the night, man, we got somebody in the building. Got a youngster out of Indianapolis, Westside.
Man.
Turn the mic on. You good? Yeah, we live.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, he's on. Say something, man.
Hit the button.
Fuze.
Hit the ass button. All right, now. He should be on now.
He's in there. Say something, cuz. You there?
Yeah. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, he's in there.
Yeah, he's in there.
Okay.
All right. All right, so look, man, we're going to give him the proper introduction, man. My dog, Young Fuze, in the building.
Young
What's up,
Fuze
man? Young
in the building.
What's up?
Come on, man.
How y'all doing?
Come on, man. You already know, man. What's the name of that single once again?
Unbothered.
Come on, man.
Unbothered.
Unbothered.
T-shirts coming soon. Believe that. Ladies T-shirts only.
So, hey, all of this foolishness going on out here, but guess what? Unbothered,
man.
Come
So
on,
look, man, talk to the people. Introduce yourself to the people who might not know you, man, on Stop Beefing Radio, Well-Connected Wednesdays, man.
Man, it's ROE, Jig Fam, TGM, Young Fuze, Unbothered. That's a single. Go check that out. It's on my SoundCloud right now, but coming soon to iTunes, Spotify, all that. You know how the process works. Video coming soon too. Video's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's gonna go viral.
Who shot the video?
Zane shot it. My
Okay.
buddy Jay Optic, he edited the video.
Yeah, I've been seeing his work around. That's what it do.
Fuck with bro.
That's what it do.
Yeah.
That's
Come
what
on,
it do.
man.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
so you and little bro, man, Mike E, man, y'all got your thing going, man. It's a movement, you know.
Yeah.
I've been seeing it. For some reason, I keep seeing it pop up at the strip club, man. The song, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DJ been rocking hard with
shout
that,
out
man.
DJ, man. Bro,
Man,
been
even-
fuck with me heavy.
Yeah.
Like super heavy.
And so, like, it's one thing for him to test the song, but to hit it, you know what I'm saying, and keep hitting it, that's the only reason why. It's because the people checking for it or whatever, man.
Yeah. I be appreciating love, man. Like, as soon as it play, if ain't none of the dancers say cut that whack ass shit off, I ain't dancing to it, you know what I mean? And they keep letting it ride, shit, it gotta be something. you
Yeah.
know? That's
Yeah.
where it started.
Because, see, you move around in the clubs for whatever reason, so you know if it's real or if it's fake. You've seen other songs get played in the strip club.
Yeah.
What is your personal, just as a, not your song, you just a cat in the club. What's their response, you see with it?
To what song? To my
Your song, yeah.
Oh, they fucking with it. What? Going crazy. But see, this is just the beginning, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just working right now. Like, they gonna see how I go.
This is just the introduction.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then also, man, want to talk about your place. You know what I'm saying? You've come up in some different lanes out here. You know what I'm saying? And the youngsters are really taking their place and cementing themselves in the scene.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that. You know what I mean? Like, you guys coming up. I seen you in Poindexter and Fresh Does It together and all that. Talk about the camaraderie and the scene that you guys are coming up and building, man.
Man, really, like, I've been fucking with Fresh. I've been fucking with Poindexter, Guala, E-Jazz, Draco. All of us. It's like a hunger. You know what I mean? Like, eventually, like, it comes to a point to where it's like somebody got to step up. And that's really what the young niggas is doing. You know what I mean? Like, we trying to, the OGs, they got it on lock. You know what I mean? Everybody already know what's up with them. Shit, we trying to, make sure we in the same spot.
So one thing I can say, at least of that list of people you just ran down, I'm familiar with each and every one of them, and we've been blessed here at Stop Beefing Radio to have had all of them on the show at some point or another, you know what I'm saying, within the last 12, 18 months or whatever. So we ain't just, when people start hearing about them a little bit more, and they come around, they can't say I'll sing, Stopbeefinradio was just just start messing with them or whatever, because we far from that or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and we actually seek these cats out, you know what I'm saying, that's doing different things, like Poindexter, you talking about the hunger, went to the Tory Lanez. I still tell that story, man. That was the Poindexter show, man. The only thing Tory Lanez and them had on him was hits and more lights.
And lights.
More. They had, more hits but lights. But the energy, the people that was in there, I mean, it was phenomenal, man. Just to see how, receptive the crowd was, man. It was a nice sized crowd, and they was rocking with.
Man, that's the thing about indie though, man. Like, indie got so much talent. It's like, what is gonna be the thing that really like push us to be like the new, you feel me? Like it's people that's popping off in Ohio, it's people that's popping off in Detroit, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like these places are not too far. Chicago, you know what I mean? The whole drill movement, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, so what's stopping indie from being, that? I mean, so it's bubbling though, like people starting to recognize the talent. It's a lot more of, people can't say no more like, people not support me in the city, people not, you know what I mean? Like people, and it's more platforms to show yourself. Like, if you really want it, it's not a situation to where you feel like you got to try to figure out everything yourself. It's people out here who know what they doing. You know what I mean? It's about that hunger.
Absolutely. Definitely about the hunger, man. And shouts out to you guys, man, the youngsters, man, for pushing the envelope, and raising the bar, as far as, so you was talking about support, and everything. I've seen the bar being raised, in this last year, all the way around the board, from, like, we just had Skip on the show, seeing him open up and do different things, and the opportunities. And not only having the opportunities, actually taking full advantage of them, what I'm saying? And maybe, a few years ago, if the opportunities were there, people weren't necessarily prepared or positioned to take full advantage of them. They may have participated, but they couldn't take full. I've seen guys take full advantage of the opportunities that's being presented before them. Yeah. And so when you say, like, what's the difference between these Chicago, Detroit, and Ohio and stuff, we about to see is a very narrow difference, because we right there on the cusp, you know what I'm saying? And we're doing things that those guys may have been doing a few years before, because they had people, in different genres to, give them that, that blueprint, so to speak, In Chicago, Kanye, Lil Durk, Twister and all, all of that stuff, and then Detroit, they've been had Motown, Slum Village, and whatnot, Eminem. Eminem. What I'm saying? Man. Then you go,
don't forget those guys.
Remember saying, we already said he don't count.
Yeah, he don't count.
Yeah, he don't count. He in it all. Yeah, we ain't gonna mention. He super big, so he don't. We talking about up and coming. But at one time, I seen the Eminem and Scribble Jam in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? I seen that before he was ever out. And so it's good to see guys come up. People talk about my man Mac Miller and what's the other dude in Cleveland? MGK. Seeing these guys, so Midwest is definitely representing. So I'm looking at each one of you guys, yourself, included, as he in that rocket seat.
Yeah, man, rocket seat right there.
In that rocket seat. It's been plenty of, we have another state, we got to jump over a state, Kentucky. They had, some heat too, but we're going down to Tennessee, the Memphis people, Finesse 2 times, Moneybag Yo. We seen them come through here. You know what I'm saying? Seen them come through here, sitting in that rocket seat. Next thing you know, they doing major shows. I just shared a flyer on my Facebook the other day from Dolph. We booked Dolph for those who's familiar with the city, at the Caribbean Village. This was right A+ broke, but I put the flyer up the other day. This was 2012, you know what I'm saying? And we had been rotating with him way before that, but it was like, okay, we're going to bring Dolph. And we brought him to Little Caribbean Village, you know what I'm saying? But seeing him come from the grind to the shine, so I know it's very well possible. I watched it with Gotti, you know what I'm saying? Didn't so much see it with 8-Ball and them, because they was famous when I was on the West Coast. They was checking for them too. They was like Houston support, Rap A Lot and all that, but the other guys, Gotti and them, I seen them come up, you know, right in this area, you know, moving around. So when I see you, I know that this is very well possible. You know what I'm saying? Just depends how hard you're going to work and you're going to keep bringing that heat.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, like you said, you got the single Unbothered. What are some other records that you are putting together, you know what I'm saying, that you want the people to be on the lookout for?
I got another one coming up. It's called The Rulers Know the Rules.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be the next joint I drop. But honestly, I'm trying to focus on, you know, this single right now. You know what I mean? Like, you know, people just give up on records too quick.
Yeah.
You know,
like, man, say it again. Hold on. News flash. Say it again one time, Young Fuze. One time. What they be doing?
People just give up on records too quick. You know, you got to work it. You got to rotate it, you know.
And this was my song last week. This week, I ain't supposed to have a new song for him this week.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is like guy drop a single, and before you know it, he back 2 weeks later with another single. I guess it's probably okay to have the music, but when you talk about single, that's like some work,
That's
you know.
your brand.
That's your brand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I mean, you know, you got like people, they kind of see how the trends are. You know, you got Future dropping tape.
Not Future.
Back. You know, people think that you gotta, but Future already got that fan base. So when he put it out, it's already going to millions of people. He can put out a song today, a song tomorrow, and it's like people gonna check into it
As an outlet for it.
Yeah.
I just news you can use. Dave Chappelle is having a residency at Radio City Music Hall. 30 days. Every day he got shows with The Roots. He got shows with Chris Rock, shows with Ice Cube, Common, Erykah Badu, a whole bunch of other people, whatever. But he Dave Chappelle.
Right.
You know, he can do that. You know, he got 30 days of funny in him with a little help. You know what I'm saying? So Future got 30 days of music releases.
Yeah.
Future or two here or there, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not, you know. But he can do that.
Yeah,
he dropped 2 albums in a week. You know, he can do that. But I wouldn't suggest anybody else do that. You know what I'm saying? That probably may be a waste of time.
Yeah.
You know, they ain't gonna listen to the first one that much, but they checking for him.
Yeah.
So he can do that. You know what I'm saying? You get them checking for you, then you can do that.
I always say, man, like if a person, like, if I put a video up or I put a song up and they get 2,000, you know, views or plays or whatever, or even if let's say it get 10,000, whatever, like it's millions of people in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got people getting billions of views on YouTube. You know what I
Come
mean?
on, man.
So it's like just because I get 10,000, like that don't mean well fuck this song. You know what I mean? Hey, they ain't fucking with it like I thought they was.
Come on, man. You still gotta work it. You still gotta work it or whatever. Anytime I see guys, we had the homie stop through here a couple weeks ago, well last week, Big Bank. He came in. He's with Big Hef and Bigger Ranking. You know, he came in and people talking about, you know, all this money that my man be counting on Instagram and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, I know why he out moving around, because he like, even though they know me on Instagram, they don't really know about this music. So I got to get out here and beat this pavement with these people to make people familiar with me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I'm going to leave something with them so when I go away, they going to know that I've been here. You know what I'm saying? And now when I come back, I'm going to come back and get that bag. Yeah. You know, I'm going to come. Music's good. It's well connected. He's making the moves. People familiar with him. I can come back and get that bag. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, our market is very much we produce, but we're a consumer's market.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
definitely.
So
it's
we support.
A little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, we know we producing, but we more supportive than any. And that's crazy because they say there ain't no support, but that's exactly what we've done. You know what I'm saying? We've supported others, but it made our artists like yourself and others figure out, well, what I got to do to be supportive. You know what I'm saying? I got to make quality music. You know what I'm saying? Make some power moves.
Is what?
The number one thing is the quality of the music. Like, not even from the standpoint of like, do I like the song or not? But like, I had to think about it myself. Like, if I'm on SoundCloud, right, and I'm just scrolling, you know what I mean? Maybe I listen to one of my friends that's on there or whatever, and then I let it play, and it just goes on to the next person. If it's somebody I've never heard of, and the first thing I hear is, I'm skipping it off top. So it's like,
hear that.
Yo, mix, yo, master, yo, the quality of your song of where you record at, all that has to be A1.
Come on, man.
Because people, if a person has never heard of you before, they're judging you. You see what I'm saying? They gonna judge you before they listen to you. You feel what I'm saying? So,
who do you? I'm sorry. Who do you work? You know, who do you work with on the production and the mastering side?
As far as production, I'm working with Kel Vicious right now. Okay. He's from North Carolina. As far as engineering, we do all that ourselves. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we, you know, it because we was going from person to person to person to person, and we wasn't finding nobody who like. I heard Quavo talk about the same thing. Like, you gotta find your sound. You know what I mean? Like, the mix is really like the sound of the song.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So you gotta figure out what plugins you like. If I like auto-tune, do I like this filter? Do I like, you know, my voice to be deep here or whatever? You gotta be able to figure all that out by yourself. You know what I mean? So we kind of figure out by ourselves, and then we can send it off to somebody to do the master. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
but the mix, you know, and, you know, Kaz Lil Daddy is my favorite, you know what I'm saying, around here because of the way, you know, he does it. But the mix, like you said, is so important in the actual sound because that is going to be what your sound is. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't understand. They think mix is mixing the vocals. This is a teaching news you can use.
Come on, man.
A lot of people think mixing means you're mixing the vocals, you know what I'm saying, to make.
Is it just a vocal song?
But a mix,
it's more to it than that, ain't it?
Yeah, a mix involves all your chops, all your, you know what I'm saying, your screw, all your, you know what I mean.
And sometimes that's what gets people to fuck with the song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be a chop or something like that to where I listen to the whole song, but that chop right there was hard. That's what you remember. That's what you go back to. Yeah. And you start listening to the song over and over like, damn, this song really hard.
Yeah. Perfect example. I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay. You know, if he'd have just said okay right at there, as soon as he said it, it wouldn't have had the same impact of that long way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? you know, and that's extremely important. You know, shouts out to No ID for, you know, that masterpiece him and Jay-Z put together. We talking about production, man. Yeah. 'Cause that's extremely important. You know, a lot of people don't know that. The punch ins, the punch outs, you know.
But I mean,
drop the
mix,
beat out right here.
Yeah, the mix is so important, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to, you know, kind of understand who you guys use. And also I wanted to ask you, who is your target audience? Who do you find most enjoys, you know what I'm saying, Young Fuze's music?
Man, honestly, bro, I wouldn't even say I have a target audience. Like, I know that's something, you know, most of the time artists want to say, okay, well, white people like my songs. Or hood motherfuckers like my songs. Or whatever. It's like, when you listen to a song like Unbothered, man, I got a guy who makes flyers. Dude is from Spain. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he heard the song, and he's like, I love the song. He followed me, you know, we follow each other on Instagram now. Yeah. This is in Spain. I've never met the dude in person, you know what I mean? But that's something where it's like you never know who your real target audience is until you
get it out there.
Feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he's still looking for him.
Yeah, like I
mean,
he's
still looking for him.
At this point, like a lot of people that I come in contact with, they fucking with it. But I'm the type of person where it's like, if I got a song and you think it sucks, tell me it sucks. I tell the people who support me that. You know what I mean? Like, if it's something, a part of the song, you know, I will fuse, like, I like the song, but it was a part right here I really didn't like. Or if I get enough people that's saying that, it's like, all right, well, for the next song, I'm gonna make sure I take that out, or I change this, or I change that. You know what I mean? Like, I think a big mistake people make is they think all criticism is hating. You know what I mean? Right. Sometimes motherfuckers just know what they talking about and you really don't know what you talking about. You know what I mean? And it's cool for somebody to be like, hey, I don't like this. I think you should change it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Take it into consideration, and it might help you grow your brand. You know what I mean? You never know. But you can't take everything everybody says, that motherfucker just hating. You know what I mean?
Come on, man. You got to consider the source and then, you know, think about.
Check the source.
why they saying it to you or whatever. Because I think a lot of times in the past, you know, the consumers and just regular, you know, the general public, they didn't really check for the locals unless they was they people. You know, from their section or whatever. You know, and that was a problem. Well, I don't know you. You haven't, you know, you don't understand my struggle. My struggle ain't your struggle, so I can't feel it. But then you had cats, you know, like Nut, you know, I don't care where you's from. You know, he rock hard, so you gonna check for that. You know what I'm saying? But the other cats didn't get that type of love. Like, I'm rapping like that too. It ain't the same, man. It's a whole bunch of combination of factors that make people support you. But y'all as artists, like I said earlier, y'all done learn, you know, how to get into that moment, tap into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to you talk over there. You like, I'm listening to what the people say. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give them what they want. And the stuff that they don't want, I'm going to keep note of that. You know, maybe it ain't for them or whatever, but I'm definitely going to allow the people to help shape who Young Fuze is and what the music that I'm giving to them is. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like what I cooked or whatever, we'll have to change, you know, the recipe a little bit. I'm going to get you. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get you.
Because you really just got to know the difference between, you know, like when you speaking on what you were saying with the target audience, sometimes you just got to know the difference between a person just not being in your market of what you putting out. Sometimes, you know, like you can be the you know, the hardest motherfucker, or you can be the smartest rapper when you rap or whatever. Some people just don't like listening to literature when they rap. Some people don't like feeling like they at the club when they hear rap. Sometimes they just want to, you know, they want something that's really giving them some knowledge. Sometimes, you know, it just depends on the situation. So you got to understand, okay, sometimes stuff is just not people's cup of tea, and then sometimes I gotta take it as it's constructive criticism. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You gotta know with the gamblers. You gotta know when to roll. You gotta know when to fold them. You know, everything ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? It ain't not like you say. It's constructive criticism. They telling you for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And like it might not be for them. You know what I'm saying? Or they could really be that situation, but you learn what it is over time with wisdom and experience, you know what I'm saying? And just, that's something that you can't really teach that. That's a learned experience, you know, where you have to learn. My mans was just saying earlier, he was younger, he had an opportunity, and he got to, you know, big up in it before it was actually done, and it didn't happen.
Overplayed it.
But he learned over time to be more humble. You know what I'm saying? And focus.
That's big, man.
Yeah,
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That goes to your point of what you were saying about dude going out and putting in that footwork. You know what I mean? Like putting your foot on that pavement, talking, because a lot of what I see, just as, you know, like every rapper is a fan of somebody. You know, somebody influenced in the rap. You know? Right. So my thing is when I'm looking from the outside looking in, you know what I mean? I'm looking from the standpoint of a lot of people are listening to your music based off of your personality.
Absolutely.
Do I like him?
Right.
You know, do I like her? Do I like what they stand for? You know what I mean? That changes a lot of people's perspective. Just what you say, like, I can say something in this interview, and that can either somebody tells me either, damn man, I ain't never listened to dude, but dude sound like you know what he was talking about, or I like what he was
check
talking
him
about.
out.
I'm gonna fuck with him, or it could be, he's a fucking asshole. I'm never, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, I don't know how it was like when y'all was like coming to listen to music, but I know just from what I'm seeing from my area, like the big thing like is personality. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you this.
Definitely.
Hold on. I'll tell you this. So I had the chance to, you know, have a conversation with Duke to God. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know who Duke to God is, but he put together the Dipset movement, right? Yeah. And I asked him, I said, you know, what makes you go and sign an artist? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, at that point in time, they had just signed Jewels when we were having this conversation. So that tells you how long ago that was. But they had just signed Jewels. Yeah. And I said, what made you go and sign him? What did you know what I'm saying? What did you see in him to make you want to sign? And he said, I only sign people that other people want to be like.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if people don't want to speak your lingo, if they don't want to dress like you, if they don't want to look like you, if they don't want to emulate what you're doing, then that's not something that I'm really that I'm not really prone to mess with. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes back to what you're saying. Do people like your lifestyle? Are they involved in your lifestyle enough to get involved with your music?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, keep that in mind as you're moving up through the ranks and the levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, develop those things, the lingo, you know what I'm saying? All those things that people can gravitate to be like you.
Yeah.
Come on. Hey, so, I always share this with cats, When you are a hip hop or any type of artist, R&B, entertainer, you as a male have to say things that other guys want to repeat and females want to hear. Now when you can figure out how to do both of those things at the same time, depending on the song, you might got your hit right there. But when you can say stuff that chicks want to hear and guys want to say, man, you winning. You winning. You winning.
That's kind of what Unbothered is.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Exactly.
Listening to the record.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's kind of what Unbothered is. Chicks want to be unbothered, and the guys want to say what he's saying.
Come on, man. Yeah. And it take a certain type of personality, a certain amount of swag to be able to tap off into those type of concept type songs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't think on them planes. You got a little game on you, homie. You know what I'm saying? You got a little game. And then he understanding, hey, it ain't all about me, man. It's what the people want. So I'm gonna give them the business. You know what I'm saying? They don't want this on this corner. I know what they want over here. I got them. You know what I'm saying? Give them the bid. And you ain't just switching up just to accommodating, you know what I'm saying? You ain't just flapping in the wind going any which way. It's a certain direction, but you want to make sure you in that, you know what I'm saying, in that right pocket. Everybody don't, that's that player lingo. Everybody,
I hear you, man.
It might go over some people's head, but you have to know how to get in the pocket and stay in it, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that, what's next for Young Fuze?
Man, like I said, I got the video dropping. I'm really trying to take stuff one step at a time. I'm not trying to rush nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I get the balance of, on one end, making sure I'm pushing myself and taking things to the next level, but on the other end, not rushing nothing to where I feel like, damn, man, I could have did that better, or damn, I wish I would have added this or did this or did it, but I didn't do it because I'm trying to speed up the process. You know what I mean? I can't remember. Somebody was talking about the fact that everybody gets it on their own time. You know what I mean? Don't look at one dude and be like, well, he was 17 or 16 when he got it. This dude was 30 when he got it. It's like, it's going to work out. If it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? And it's going to happen at the time it's supposed to. That's just how stuff works. You know what I mean? I think the biggest part about it is being prepared. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's say I'm just somewhere and I just happen to have my CD. And somebody that's looking at you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta just be prepared. You know what I mean? Still,
had to get said CD together first.
Yeah.
You had one more say, where the video, Young Fuze. You don't want to get caught. Be like, it's now it's coming and it's play in the making or whatever. But you didn't want to be a few months down the line and be like, where the video? I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? You working each project like it's supposed to be work. I got a single, got a video. Yeah. I'm moving with it. You know what I'm saying? And we got other music. We constantly working, but it ain't time to drop that just yet. This is what we working. If you lucky enough, you might get in on one of these listening sessions, you know what I'm saying? Where I can hear what you saying. You can tell me, I'm really liking where you're going with that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got me one. Slide that one over here. You know what I'm saying? And move on. And that's how you got to be, man. So shouts out to you because it's the energy. It ain't what you saying. It's what you're not saying. It ain't what you do. It's how you doing it. Sure, and you're doing your thing, little bro. For real.
Appreciate it.
Real talk,
man. The Unbothered T-shirts is coming soon. I'm everything unbothered, everything. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, when I look on Instagram, I don't know how this for y'all. When I look on Instagram, it seemed like almost every caption for a girl's post that I see.
It's unbothered.
That's their favorite thing to say is unbothered.
They ain't tripping.
That is a favorite word. You know what I mean? It's like it's a word that don't even really need to be explained. You know what I mean? But
Absolutely.
it's used a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I
Come
mean?
on, man.
Unbothered. Like
They know it is. I ain't tripping.
yeah. But the
I ain't
t-shirts
tripping.
done though. They done. Just got to get in that production phase. But they done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit.
And then you got the website.
Yeah, youngfuze.com. You know what I mean?
Youngfuze.com.
That's YOUNGFUZE.com.
And I'm sure there'll be a point where they can get the T-shirts from the website.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely. So, a couple other things, man, before we get out of here, man. Just want to, outside of when you're not doing, the music exactly, what else do you like to do, or what else can the people learn about you, outside of the music?
Yeah. Man, I'm honestly, man, I'm just a seeker of knowledge, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. You know what I mean? Y'all was just talking about Trump, you know what I mean?
Right.
Anything going on, I'm trying to make sure I'm on top of it. You know what I mean? And I know what's going on. Like, at the end of the day, you might lose a limb. You might, you know what I mean, get in a fucked up situation. But if you got this, you feel what I'm saying? You always a step ahead. You know what I mean?
Come on, man. How old are you, bro? I've been asking people how old they are all day.
I'm 24.
See, look, St. James, all hope is not lost.
It's not.
See, look, we done talked to guys 24 and 25 today that appear to be on their square. So all you old farts out there that's like, oh, man, the youngsters. I've been around 2 young guys today, man, that's serious about their business. They attempting to hone their craft. They have much respect, you know what I'm saying, for what came before them, and they appreciate the opportunity to take it forward. So, next time you see one of these young cats out selling their CDs, you better make sure you buy one. Big Treez said that.
For sure.
When you see him out, make sure you spin with him. You know what I'm saying? For real. You see his name on the flyer, you ain't got nothing to do. You got something to do now. Show up to the show. You know what I'm saying? Show up.
Pop out.
Come on, man. You hear it? Shazam it.
Yeah. I know there's a festival coming up in Indy as well. Are you performing in
Treez?
Yeah, in Treez.
I was on Treez last year.
Okay.
I kind of took a step back to kind of figure out,
Okay.
That's why this campaign about to be. Shout out Oreo Jones though. You know what I mean? Good dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you own it and you out there and you pushing what you supposed to be doing, you know what I mean? He gonna find a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I done reached out to him last year. He reached out to me. You know what I mean? He got a good ear to what's going on and who really own it, who really got the new product and all that. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody on Treez. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it do, man.
Next year, you know where I'm at.
Already.
Come on. So check this out. While you're not actively hitting the stage at Streets, will you be participating and moving around, promoting and marketing yourself? Doing it?
But supporting too, though. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, like, I think the biggest thing that I see in a city right now is the artists supporting each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I ain't afraid to go to a Point Extra show. I ain't afraid to go to a Guala show and know the words to the songs. You know what I mean? Like, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, when you go to some of these shows, you gonna see the artists there supporting. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if y'all not supporting each other, or how y'all expecting just the common, you see how you expect that comes to the show? You ain't even going to none of the shows, but you want your cousin and your auntie and your friends, and you know what I mean? You passing out flyers to random people. You want them to come, but you ain't going. You know what I mean? So you got to support. But I'll definitely be out there, with the CDs, with the T-shirts, with the flyers, with the, you know what I mean?
With the chicks, you know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I'm saying?
It's always good to see, man. Come on, man. That's always good to see, man. Guys out actually networking. Like I'm told people before, dentists, they have a professional organization that most of them belong to, the ADA. Doctors, AMA. Hip hop. Entertainment in general. Of course, you got ASCAP, BMI, and all those different things. But actually, professional networking situations and unions. There isn't one. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's a performance, whatever, but not like that. So you guys have got to create that for yourselves. And like you say, it's a lot of support. Some places you go to, it won't be no outside people. It's the hip hop. And Bigger Rankin, he spoke to this, years ago with us or whatever. He say, man, the rappers is gonna support you before the other people do. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to get out there because they gonna speak to how cool a cat is or whatever, and then how you know where you at if you don't know what other people are doing, you know what I'm saying, in your particular craft. You may think you really get it in, then you go and you hear, Unbothered. You like, oh, they really making music. I was just rapping. I ain't know they was making music. Hold on, man. Nobody tell me music. Yeah, nobody tell me he's making music, man. Dropping singles, man. I was just rapping, man, So it's very important, man, that you get out here and you experience. I remember I had worked with a guy a long time ago, and he had never been to a hip hop concert, and it messed me up in my. I'm like, how are you a rapper and you plan on at the level you talking about you want to be at? How is it that you've never been to a concert? Yeah. So I just, never been. I was in the trap. Everybody else was going. I stayed on the block. I listen to the music in my car.
Get out and see something then.
Man, how you like gonna know what's going on, man? You can't rely on, like Instagram. Well, Instagram didn't even exist. You can't rely on MTV and these things, to cloud your mind and know it. Hip hop is a dusty, dirty, musty club like the Emerson Theater, you know what I'm saying, that the walls sweat in. That's real hip hop. Hip hop is Broad Ripple, I forget the name of the spot everybody used to be, rapping at.
The Vault.
Something like that, whatever.
Vault.
But that's hip hop. Hip hop is, the studio where they don't mind you, hanging around, a little bit, constructively. Hip hop is, over city dump icons, the back of the car, in the parking lot, behind the Vogue. Yeah. That's real hip hop, you know what I'm saying?
And really getting out, man, like a lot of people see like a person Instagram or Twitter or anything like that, and they they see the followers that people got, and they think, people just don't, man, some people just go viral, but a lot of time, man, you don't know, like a person to have a show, it might be 100 people at this show. They make sure every one of those 100 people to follow.
Come on,
they
man.
do the next show, they make sure every 100 of these people to follow them, and that stuff start building. Now, maybe when you get to a certain platform, you just go. You know what I mean?
It's about the numbers then.
Like, people like successful artists, I'm telling you, they have those super fans. They got those super, and the way that you get those is one by one, like you said. Like, you build a relationship with these people. That's why I don't have a problem with somebody inboxing me, hey man, you should change this, you change that, because I went out and I met this person, talked to this person. They didn't been supporting me since Dope 32s a couple years ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, I know that they got my best interest. They not just saying something just to be saying it. You know what I mean? They know who Young Fuze is. They know my brand. They know what type of music I make. They know what I'm capable of. That's why they even have the the voice to be able to critique, because it's like, bro, I didn't heard this. What are you doing with this?
Right.
Change this up, change that up. And I send them songs. Like, before I put it out, like, what do y'all think it is? I'm rocking with it. All right, it's a go.
Dig it.
You gotta keep them people close to you too, because they have got you to where you at right now, and I'm hearing the music or whatever, and that what you trust is not leading you in a bad direction or whatever. So you continue to hold on and trust that intimate circle of folks that you use as your sounding board. You know what I'm saying? Because they got you right. Some cats don't have that, and they'll be the ones like, why people checking for me? Because you got a bunch of yes men around you. Nobody is telling. Yeah, ain't nobody telling you that. No, cuz you need to do this. You need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Realistically. And I ain't talking about cats that's music every day like myself or St. James. It's cool to, have some of us, too or whatever. But I'm talking about the one cat that don't do nothing about no music. He just listen to it. Because those are the purest ears you gonna come across or whatever. Just a pure listener, you know what I'm saying? That he don't care about where you from, none of that. Is it good? Yeah. Is it good hip hop? Yeah, good music, period. And you need to definitely keep them close, man. Definitely.
For sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. So look, man, we're gonna get into this record, man. We've been talking about the record all night, the Unbothered joint. You know what I'm saying? But before we do that, tell the people how they can get a hold of you.
Young Fuze, you know, you can follow me on Instagram at Young Fuze _. I keep all my social medias at Young Fuze _. You know what I mean? You can find me all of them at that. You know what I mean? I try to keep it super simple. I know a lot of people like that. One's Young Fuze, youngest. Fuze so rich, youngest. The next one is Fuze this and Fuze that. No, Young Fuze, Fuze at every.
If you're too complicated, they're gonna end up following somebody else.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now. If your name is too complicated, it's not consistent across the board. Somebody going to follow somebody else looking for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the bigger you get, the more problem that could be. So good thing you thinking about it now.
They might just say fuck it. Like I heard him say it at a show, but it's
I can't find this nigga.
You know, fuck it, man.
I'm cool. I can't find.
Back to this Malia Michael picture. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man, because people's attention span is not that long.
Man. It's very short.
Not that long at all, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it do, man. So anything else anybody want to shout out before we take them out?
Hey, man, shout out my gang, man. ROE. You know, ROE stand for Realest Over Everything. Go follow my nigga Leno. See, Mr. Leno Baby. Go follow him. Go follow my nigga Ashan D. You know what I mean? Man, look, man. Hey, ROE, roll season, all that. Hey, we coming for y'all. 2017, 2018 is about to get crazy. You already know TGM. You already follow my nigga Ken. Follow my nigga My Easy Be Easy. Bubbles, CC, all of them. You know what I mean? You know, I already know what it is.
Hold on, wait. Time out. I just thought about this before we get to the record. I was on Instagram. I saw naked booties sliding down slides into the lake, all over jet skis.
No invite, huh?
I saw Young Fuze. I saw Mike Easy, Be Easy.
No invite.
No invite. What's up with that, man?
Hey,
man.
What's up with that, man? What we gotta do to
Them
get
private parties be private.
What we gotta do to get on the top of this boat?
Y'all got my number, man.
Already. All right. That's all I need to know.
Hey.
All right. I know
we gonna
next
be
time.
on you about that. I seen that too, man.
I know next time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I saw slides and I said, damn. Already.
Yeah,
Mike Easy.
Summer ain't over yet, baby.
We definitely got another one coming up.
Dig it. Well, I know. I'm calling. I like jet skis. Anyway.
And big booties.
Yeah. I like jet skis.
Yeah, go ahead and say it. I like big old butts too.
Yeah, there you go. All right, man. So go ahead and introduce this joint, man. We gonna get him to it, man.
Hey, man. Young Fuze, Unbothered, featuring my brother, My Easy Be Easy. Fire.
Right here, WellConnected Wednesdays, 103.7 The Beat. Let's get it. Young Fuze, Mike Easy Be Easy, Unbothered, DJ Skrill, greatest DJs. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
She like expensive things. She say she unbothered. She want Fendi and my man. She drink. She like expensive things. She say she unbothered. She want Fendi and my man. She like expensive things. She say she unbothered. She want Fendi and my man. She drink Fiji water. She stay curving all lanes. She won't let them holler. Got a number, never say. You know what's it called. She like expensive things. She say she unbothered. She want Fendi and my man. She drink Fiji water. She stay curving all lanes. She won't let them holler. Got a number, never say. You know what's it called. A gold digger and legs. Cause you know she gon' cheat on a member. She won't cheat for chicks. She say stay up out of business, acting like police. Long as she eat Benny Hondas and her nails on flames. Yeah, I need a